Hello and welcome to channel About Things, where we look at some interesting devices which makes your life easier and better. And today we will look at this espresso coffee machine by Krups. Its model EA8660E Latte Smart. And what makes this machine different from other Krups coffee makers, it could be controlled by remote application from your smartphone device. It's not a revolutionary function in the coffee makers market, but it's first model that has this functionality from the Krups. And really, it's not very many coffee makers with Bluetooth control under $500–600. But let's define our priorities. We don't need to control espresso machine if it's not making good coffee. So let's at first see to the other main important functions of this machine, and we'll back to the app control function little later. Let's look at coffee machine itself. It's made from very solid plastic, looks very nice, and all parts sit tight and nothing looks like it will fall off eventually. On the back we see 1.8-liter water tank with interesting handle cover construction. You can just open it and pour water inside, or use it like a handle to take out water tank and fill it from water source. If your water have too high hardness level, you could install special water filter inside. One filter and water hardness tester comes with coffee machine. More filters will cost you about $50–20 each. On the top, there is a coffee bean container for 275 grams of beans, which is a very nice amount for typical 250 grams beans bag sold in the stores. Also here you can choose from 3 green size settings for bean grinder. Sadly, this model doesn't have automatic green size choose for different recipes, but it's normal for coffee machines in this price level. Also on the top we could see metal plate that looks like coffee cups heater, but really it's not exactly. It doesn't have its own heating system, but only heats up with insides of machine. So at fresh start it barely makes +1–2 degrees to room temperature, and we couldn't call this heating. After every cup of coffee made by machine, it produces some steam goes through this plate from inside, and it could warm your cup a little, but it will cool off very fast, and hey, you just made a coffee. I think you don't need warm cup anymore. To be fair, Krups doesn't say that this model has coffee cup heater, so we can't complain. It's just a stylish metal plate with cool steam effect. On the left side we can take out container for used coffee grounds and clean it. You don't need to remember cleaning it, coffee maker will tell you when it's time to. On the front side, if you decide to clean container when machine was turned off, that doesn't count. System will ask you to clean it again when it decides it's time, even if container will have only one coffee ground. On the right side, nothing interesting. Well, you can say it's nothing at all. And now the front plate. On the bottom side there is a coffee nozzle which you can move up and down for different cup size. It moves from 8 to 12 centimeters, which is nice for pretty big cups, but you still couldn't use tall mugs for coffee or latte glass. Under this nozzle there is another waste container for water machine used by its own cleaning process, and again it will tell you when it's time to empty that. By my experience, both coffee and water waste containers usually ask to empty the same time. On the right side we can see steamer for milk foam making that could work as classic stick in the cup steamer or fully automatic with its own special milk cup, which we will look little later. And now we finally get to display with controls. Screen has nice contrast look and all information clearly visible at any conditions. It's not touchscreen and all functions controlled by 4 buttons on the sides and 2 at the bottom. In nowadays you could wish for touch, colorful screen display, but really it's not necessary to control such simple coffee maker like this one. There are not so many things to control really. Every screen on the display divided to 4 parts for each of the buttons on the side. It could be coffee recipes or other functions like cleaning process or water and milk foam making. You have 3 screens for recipes and actions you like, and you can move between screens by bottom buttons. Last 4 screens have all options to tune coffee maker as you want it to be. Let's see what preferences we can change. Not many really. You can choose language from fairly big selection, change screen contrast, turn on and off auto clean when coffee machine turns on, and set water temperature from 3 options. Also you can turn off the Bluetooth for app control if you want to. In such advanced Bluetooth coffee maker you could expect more settings to control, but here we only have all standard options you will have in any similar Krups espresso machine. Okay, enough looking around. Let's make some coffee finally. We will start from classic espresso, the old loved drink this machine was designed in first place. Fill the water tank, put some beans in the container and turn on coffee maker. After turning on, machine instantly ready for commands. Of course it will not make you coffee in seconds after sleep, but you don't need to wait for some strange cleaning and preheating process operation to make your order. We will choose espresso on the screen and here you can tune coffee strength and water amount. Now wait. This machine was cold started, so let's see how long it will take to make first morning cup. "45 seconds. Let's make one more to see how long it takes now, after all systems ready to work. "40 seconds now. Very nice. I can say this machine pretty fast for home use. Now let's look to the freshly made espresso. We can see some coffee foam, which is always very nice. Temperature of the drink is 60 degrees on the highest temperature level. How it tastes? Pretty good. Of course it depends on the beans and water you use, but in general coffee machine makes all the steps in the right way. Now let's make some milk drinks and look at cappuccino accessory which comes with machine. Here it is. Opens by twisting big black cup on the top to be filled with milk. It connects to machine by some easy steps. At first you need to remove manual steamer tube. If you not use it, you can just put it away and never connect back. After that, pull big metal handle, attach milk cup to the machine and push it back. You don't need to be precise, it will fit the right way by itself. Then you need to put milk nozzle near the coffee nozzle and it will snap on in right place because it has a magnet to do that. Be sure that switch on the top of the cup set to milk foam position and you have enough milk, because machine couldn't see any problems in the milk area. Now it's ready for making cappuccino, latte or just milk foam if you want to. First time fit that milk cup would take you some time, but after a couple of tries you will attach it in 2 seconds. Let's make cappuccino. Just press cappuccino button on the screen and you will see 2 options there. Unlike espresso making, now you can choose how many seconds it will fill cup with milk foam and how much coffee it will put in a drink. Take in mind that amount of 110 milliliters you see there is not an amount of final drink, but just a coffee without a foam. 25 seconds of foam is about 150 milliliters too. I choose cappuccino really because it is the most spectacular drink this machine could make, and by making it in a glass you will surprise your friends with professional looking drink without any special skills. Beautiful, isn't it? But how it tastes? Pretty good, I can say. Not any difference from any good coffee place. Foam is nice and stays on top for a good amount of time, even made from low-fat milk. If you have better results, try to find another milk. It really depends on quality of product. After you're done with milk drinks, you need to initiate accessories cleaning process. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. Just choose accessories, rinse option in the menu, put cup under milk nozzle and set milk cup switch to rinse mode. Machine will remind what to do with pictures on the screen. Then wait a couple of seconds and it's done. You can detach milk cup by pull its handle and just get out cup with the nozzle. Now you can save it in the fridge for the next time. I personally like that kind of system when you could store milk in the fridge and all process of cappuccino making automated. I had coffee maker with only foam steamer like this one before, but you need to foam milk manually and separately from the coffee. It's fun and you can make any drink this way, but really usually you don't want to do it or you don't have time. So I made foam drinks maybe once a month. But with this system it is very easy and anyone without any skills could make a nice cappuccino coffee. Used coffee grinds that comes from machine very dry and solid. That always a sign of a good espresso. That means coffee was tight pressed and high temperature water was passed through it with very high pressure. Krups talking about 15 bars pressure rate, and that amount is enough to make great coffee without any doubt. This coffee machine can make espresso, ristretto, normal coffee, long coffee, cappuccino and latte drinks. Also it could just pour hot water or steamed milk. Not many recipes for such advanced device, but it includes all main coffee drinks. You could make some side recipes by yourself and edit it in the menu. And we finally got to the Bluetooth app control point in this video. It takes long, I know, but at first we must be sure that this machine is decent coffee maker, and now we can switch to the fun part. You can download Smart Latte app from Apple App Store or Google Play. After first start, it will try to connect to your coffee machine. All process is super easy and all instructions appear on both smartphone and coffee machine screen telling you what to do at any time. From the app you could turn machine on and prepare any drink you could do normally, but with less amount of options than you could do on machine. Krups, really? You have infinity possibilities with app control, and you remove from it half options for drink preparing. When you make drink with app, you can only choose coffee amount but not milk foam amount. I have no idea why you do that. At least you can create and save your drinks on the machine to use from app later. Another things you can do from app is reorganize screen menu, changing coffee machine settings and set auto on timer for each day. I hope they will improve app in later versions. For now, I see two main situations you can use the app. First is surprise and impress your friends with that unusual function of remotely making your coffee from coffee machine. But really this is one-time fun. After showing how cool this feature is, you will use screen and buttons only video. And second, most interesting app scenario is making coffee in bed. Literally. If you will put your coffee cup in maker before bed, in the morning, while you're still lazy rolling with warm pillows, you can order fresh, grind hot coffee from your Krups machine. And that ability is very enjoyable, I must say. The app function I could really live with. I hope Krups will update the app with more interesting things you could do remotely or more comfortable than on machine. Let's talk about service cleaning now. That part is where Krups machines usually get some love from its users. This model is not exception. All cleaning process is very easy and only asks for some water and one cleaning Krups tablet. They cost about $12 for a pack of 10. During the process, there will be hints on the screen what to do, but basically you will need to fill water tank and put cups under nozzles for wasted water. That's all. No need to disassemble anything, taking out brewing parts and wash something manually. Just put one tablet inside and follow on-screen instructions. Machine will ask you for cleaning process every 350 cups of coffee. So if you drink one morning cup of coffee every day, you will good for 1 year. Also, it may ask you to the scaling process depends on filter usage and hardness of your water. This procedure is not complicated too. What we have in conclusion. In my taste, it is a good coffee maker in general. It can make all popular drinks automatically and doing it good. I like that milk cup system which you can store in the fridge and very easy to clean with one button. I like on-machine screen and controls. It's easy to use and easy to clean. Coffee making is very fast and everyone in your family could do it. But it has some cons for sure. First, you are limited in recipe settings for really no reason. Next is coffee strength. Coffee grind amount for one portion is not very big. It's good for 50-100 ml of water, but at 150 and 200 ml you just get hot water with slight taste of coffee. At this water-coffee ratio, it is reasonable to just make a double coffee, but we don't have that option in menu. Except long coffee, which is only one recipe that uses double coffee making process in this machine. If you want double espresso, you make it yourself. 2 espresso please. If you want big cappuccino, you make 100 normal cappuccino and put one more espresso or ristretto inside. Again, Krups lose some points and opportunities which was not hard to have. About milk cup, it could be better too. Some models from other manufacturers only have one connection to the cup instead of 2. Also, stand for the cup is big and looks a bit strange if you not use the cup. And if you need to clean bottom water container during milk cup connected to the machine, you need to disconnect it to get out the container. Not so bright engineering there. And again about the app. Yes, it's cool and have nice feature to make your morning cup coffee before you get up. But really that's all you could imagine? I believe not. Waiting for app updates, Krups. Summing up, it's a good coffee bean machine with many bright sides and some disadvantages. Not anything that makes coffee maker unusable really. All problems not so critical to not recommend this machine for home use. For price about $500 to $600 you get all you usually get in coffee makers in this price range. And if you're familiar with Krups coffee makers and their milk cup system, you get, well, exactly that. Plus app for remote control. App is cool feature with some prospect but need to improve. I use this coffee maker every day and it was interesting to put my hands on first app-controlled espresso Krups machine. Thank you for watching. If you want to buy this machine, I will put links to the USA and Europe options in the description. Also, you could have a €5 discount if you want to buy it online. I will put all the information in the description too. Thanks for watching, see you in later videos, bye!